everyone, it's the James and Greg Show, and this is season 29 of Amazing Race Recap.
For weeks 4, 5, and 6. And look, we have a special guest.
Yes.
What are we going to talk about?
Amazing Race.
There
Yes.
we go. So stick around.
She's got this.
Look who we have. We have a special guest.
Yes, a new fan, our 100th subscriber, and her name is Melody. Melody, tell us a little
Hi.
bit about yourself.
I'm a certified podorthist and a sales rep for OrthoFeed. I sell shoes in Southern California, Nevada, Arizona, and
No,
New
I don't
Mexico.
care about that.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Oh.
Melody went to junior high and high school with me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And she's in
I've been here
California
forever.
today.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, but great for your job. I mean, here's the job. OrthoFeed, sponsored by OrthoFeed.
That's
I think I know what I do. I sell.
Yeah, well,
but
we
I've
know
known
now.
you forever.
Yes.
Forever, since we were 11,
So-
12 years old.
And you love The Amazing Race. Like
I
we
love
do.
The Amazing
Like
Race.
I think I could be, if I wasn't a partner with Greg on Amazing Race, I could definitely be a partner with Melody because
Yes.
we'd be a crack up.
Yes.
But Greg and I are already
We're like the
committed.
male-female.
We're committed.
Oh.
I'm committed to you, Greg.
But we're like the same person, just different
We are.
sexes.
You need to find yourself a Greg.
The opposite. Then we do, ooh, two of the same people, opposite.
Yeah. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so week 4, they were still in Zanzibar.
Zanzibar.
Yes.
And they had to find Freddie Mercury's house.
Oh, I love Freddie Mercury.
Who
Queen,
doesn't?
Queen,
Hello.
Queen.
So they got confused. One team went, I think it was Mike and Liz went to a demolished house.
That's
and
right.
Searched through dust. Well, anyway, we're going to quickly go through this one. First up was the detour, which was Lock or Knock.
Lock or knock.
So
and
Lock was having to go into a room
yes,
with hundreds and
all
hundreds
those
of
little cases
with the hidden drawer.
and only one person knew who the hidden drawer, like
Figured
right
it
away.
out. Yeah, Mike and Liz.
And Mike is
Well,
the
they're smart.
butcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
so
extremely smart.
Yeah.
He's extremely smart.
He's kind of a dick, but he's extremely smart.
Woo!
He's very smart.
Do you really
he's
think
a-
he's a? I didn't know that. Greg, you're so
Liz
critical.
showed it. Yeah, she has
Yeah.
issues sometimes with him.
So,
Just a what?
Has issues with him sometimes.
Oh yeah.
so
Well,
most of the teams did Lock and got stuck there for a while.
Yes.
Except for Mike and Liz. The rest of the teams did Knock, which was to find the 3 royal doors.
Oh,
in
yeah, the
Zanzibar.
colored doors.
Well, no, the ones with the ornate.
the ornate doors. The ornate
Yes.
doors.
And they kind of got stuck in that. Except for Lolo, Team Lolo, they started on the Lock, walked outside, said, "Screw this, we're going to do Knock." And they go, "Hey, do you know anything about the royal doors?" And this one guy goes, "Oh, sure, they're here, here, and here."
They
and
got
did-
lucky.
and
And
they
they
kind of they blew right
Right.
through it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love that happened. I would.
Well,
That's
people are
something that
nice.
would happen to me.
And speaking about
Yes, it would. You always find the nice people.
I do.
know.
They come to me.
and speaking about blowing it, let's talk about Shamir and Sarah.
Oh, Shamir, balls.
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 Balls
My
boy.
balls hurt.
I'm so sick of his balls.
You're probably not the first woman to tell him that. It turned into a wine and bitch fest because
Yes.
they were doing the Knock ones, and they finally got
They
close.
almost got it.
They were
almost got
They were
it.
at the building with the 3rd door, and he whined enough that she changed her mind. So fine, we'll do.
You know what?
yours.
And you know what that did?
Yeah, put him in last place.
Put him in last place.
And they-
Weren't- didn't they get on the mat last?
Uh,
or do you have
yes.
something else you want to tell
Well,
us
we
before
gotta
we
go-
get there?
We got to go to the roadblock.
Okay, tell us about the
The
roadblock.
roadblock was to make the little strainer,
Uh-huh.
and that's where the other.
Oh, the ladle thing?
And that's where the emotional breakdown was with what's it, Brooke,
Oh.
Scott's partner.
Because
Elbow
she's
lady.
My elbow.
Yes.
She fell on her elbow, remember that?
Yes.
And it was
It's like
like
the end of the world.
it was like a slow motion fall with like, oh, and you're
Oh my
like,
god, keep on going on my elbow. Oh my god.
oh, you're very good at it.
So
It's
she-
okay, it's okay, let's keep on going.
She broke down during that whole part of the race.
Remember that?
Yes, we do. So she broke down.
She broke down and had I can't do this, it's too high. Like 3 other teams helped her out,
Right.
right? So they finally got out of there, finally. So at the mat, it was Tara and Serpico, Joey. the
yeah,
guy-
Joey.
boss-
yeah. He
like-
calls him Serpico
because he looks like a
Boston cop.
Boston dirty cop. And
It's the hair.
and then second place was Becca and Floyd, which was
Yeah.
awesome. They
Happy.
really stepped
I
up.
love the fun
happy,
team. Team fun.
Team fun.
And then Mike and Liz, they
Yeah.
were pretty nice to each other in this one.
Yeah.
It's the next 2 episodes that it went
Oh,
completely
went
awry.
wonky. Yes, we'll talk about that.
And then the final people to the mat were Shamir and Sarah.
Wah, balls, bye bye.
We don't care. Shamir's gone. We're sad about
We
Sarah there.
miss Sarah.
Sarah had to put up with him and his balls.
But Sarah's gorgeous and smart
she?
and like
Yeah, I'm very patient.
yeah,
And,
extremely patient.
but this was like the emotional breakdown that happened in this. It's very early in the season. Normally it
Yes.
happens
Oh.
more halfway.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think
This was-
they picked fragile people that don't know each other. Is that,
That's yes.
So
Okay,
the
so-
next week was
week 5?
they all had to travel to Norway,
Norway is beautiful.
was
and
it
they were
not?
all in the
So
same flight,
green.
so they were all ganged up.
Yes.
so beautiful. So everyone was back on track.
Yeah. So all
Like,
together,
even.
the first place I had to do was go to a lighthouse and eat raw fish.
Not bad. I love sushi.
And Team Fun was there along with Becca. No, not Becca. What's her face? Whiny lady. Brooke and Scott.
Brooke, elbow.
And Brooke couldn't eat it. Oh my God, because it made her want to
Did you see
vomit,
that?
and
When
she had
Brooke
to-
couldn't eat it?
She had to do deep breathing and
it's-
So what happened is because she couldn't eat that stupid fish is they didn't get the fast forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Becca and Floyd got the fast forward.
How do you not be able to eat fish? Can't
for $1
you just
million?
plug your
$1
nose?
million, just put it in your food.
There's pretty much nothing I wouldn't put in my mouth for my plate.
Okay.
No, you would.
I know. I'm glad you said that instead of me.
So they went off to do the skydiving fast forward.
Right.
Confident they were going to be in first place because my gosh, it's just skydiving
And
it's
we could do
beautiful.
it.
Right.
Okay, so we'll get back to that. After the lighthouse was the roadblock, and it was basically one team member had to climb up the wooden pallet, 13-story
Oh
structure.
my gosh.
Hammer
Oh,
one
yes.
in and climb back down.
Okay, my favorite was the
Snowboarder? Yeah,
because
Matt.
he
He
was
was
like a
afraid.
but he was he was like a little monkey.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
he does rock climbing
Right.
too, along being
Right.
a snowboarder.
But he was like
And once again, team drama of Brooke and Scott.
Yes.
Brooke, oh, I can't do that. Scott is, we found out on the window washing thing, is
He's
He's
afraid,
afraid
of
of
heights.
heights.
So she
That's what I'm
made-
saying. So she made him do it again.
she made him do it again.
See? I
Wow.
watched it.
Drama
Yes.
mama.
And
So-
now he's over his heights, and she's saying that
she solved it.
she's cured
She's-
his heights
Well,
problem.
yes.
She, oh my God.
She's cured many things, it seems.
So no one really had a big problem with it. They kind of all blew through
Yeah,
it.
it was
And-
interesting.
And then they showed what happens when they light it on fire the next
Yes,
week, and it was awesome.
Awesome, wasn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
I was going to say
Fire.
beautiful. Interesting, a fire.
I
is
do
beautiful. It
love
was
fire.
beautiful.
Okay.
Who doesn't?
Next
We're from
up,
Vegas, so.
Well, yes, that's right.
next up was the detour, and the detour
Yes.
was either the fishing one or go find trolls.
Oh, yes, with the lures.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my God.
only two of the teams did the fishing one, which seemed to be the easiest one.
Right.
And they had to go into the canals and fjords and pull up people that were fishing and see if they had the lure with
Right,
it.
and they're passing right by the right ones.
My whole thing was, before we get into the details, is what if you go up to someone that's not part of the show and you're like, who the hell's messing with my fishing
Exactly.
lure? It was the
Oh,
weirdest thing.
well, maybe they don't fish in that area.
No, that's what they talk about.
Oh.
All the houses are made so they
Yes.
face the water because people fish off their
People
porches.
fish
and
on the
Oh,
stuff.
porches,
wow.
yes.
But I was like, dude, why are you messing with my fishing lure?
They must have
That's my
paid.
dinner, man.
They must have paid the people that day.
They
to,
must
like,
have talked to him in advance.
Yeah,
right?
like, we're gonna
Hey,
pay
Like
you.
they do parties.
Go
hey,
buy-
we're gonna have a party, so be careful. We're gonna park in front of your
Exactly.
house or make a lot of noise. Is it okay?
Yeah, like they put out a flyer
Right.
and said, "Don't fish tomorrow. We're gonna buy your fish
For you. They got it fun.
So Serpica was there, and him and his teammate found it right off.
Right.
Yes,
And
they were very good
and
and fast.
the team Mean Boys,
Yes.
what's
Matt.
his yeah, Matt and Redmond.
Redmond.
They pulled the wrong lure and they were confused. So what happened is they were confused. They thought they had the right one and didn't. Joy and Tara had the right one but didn't think they did.
Right.
Yes.
which
So they
was
ended
very-
up getting in the middle of the water, talking to each other, and
Going.
realizing, oh, we do have the right one, and you can get one right over there.
Yeah,
right?
go over there and get
Yes.
it.
So they kind of helped each other out.
Yeah.
Now everyone
I
doing
like
the,
when they help each other. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I do too because I don't know. It just like
It's a game, I understand.
It's a game, but it's still
You
like
don't have to be mean to each other.
Right.
though.
well, you kind of do
And-
a little bit, like, but not so everybody knows you're being mean.
right.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, yes.
And then everyone else did the trolls, which is basically just running around town and getting clues and saying
Yeah,
this
those
magical
weird little
thing.
trolls. Yes.
I expected,
That was the harder one.
oh, yeah, and I expected Justin Timberlake to come out promoting his movie.
Oh my God, I love Justin Timberlake.
Who doesn't?
So-
Who doesn't?
Dance, dance, dance.
Anyway,
yeah.
and this one was
Okay, getting off topic.
was the big meltdown for Mike and Liz because they
Yes.
had for the pit stop was up on a mountain and they yelled at each other and
One
he
wanted
was
to take an
mad
elevator,
and
one
he
wanted to
wanted
take stairs.
Oh, drama. So first to the mat was Tara and Joy. And
I'm
then
still
Matt and
with
Redmond.
Justin Timberlake in my mind, but go ahead.
And then the totally
I'm
shocked
always
face of the episode was Team Fun when they found out they were third.
Oh,
the
yes.
look in their
They
faces
thought they
like,
were first.
What?
That was so funny.
That was
Oh,
awesome.
but I love them.
I love them because they're
They're
funny.
joyful.
Yes, they're,
Right.
they're fun.
They're
But
really
there-
having a good
But
time.
there was no elimination this round because it was a continuation pit
Yes.
stop. It
Right,
wasn't a
so
check-in.
that takes us to week
6. And which was going from Norway to Milan,
Milan.
Italy.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, Milan.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to go there?
And
Oh my gosh.
And Tara, who was Joy's teammate, was like,
she knows Italian.
I was there. This is where I want to
Yes,
retire.
tired.
You know what my favorite part of this episode was?
What?
What? What?
When
Probably.
we spent like 10 minutes on the Travelocity app and found out how you could book a flight to Italy.
They did spend
from
a lot of
Norway.
time.
Did you notice that too? I sat there and went, should I be booking right now?
I know.
I feel like I should be booking.
Let's work on that product placement because normally it's really bad Ford product placement. Let's
Right.
look at the features of this car, but now it's like, so
They
the Ford one
really
has to be
showed
Although I
done.
do want to go to Italy, so.
Right.
I know Milan is like the fashion capital.
I know, but this was the double U-turn episode.
Yes,
Yes.
it was.
And where everyone plotted against Fink because they don't like him because he's a nerd.
Yes.
And socially awkward.
He's very
Well, it's not
socially
just him,
awkward.
it's
Ashton.
Ashton too, because she's a little snobby.
She's a little curt.
Yeah.
Yes, short with him.
She's very short with him. She's short with other teams. She
She
gets
didn't want to be partnered with him.
Right, because she
She-
wanted the Studley guy, she said at the
Right.
very
Yes, but
beginning.
Barry won. She said I should not be partnered with him.
Yeah.
And so it come across really well.
But-
But she also holds grudges for a very long time.
and
Like if
pissed off
someone
to other teams.
apologizes and pissed off other teams basically.
Yes.
So
Anyway.
Oh,
so
yes, I
first,
remember that,
the
yeah.
first one was the awesome one. I would love to do to go to Milan if you want to pay for me to go. Is the diner car? The diner car. where they
Oh
send
my
all
gosh,
the-
the
all around the city,
and
eating a
it's
meal
easier.
and
you have
watch-
to eat and watch. You
Yeah.
gotta
Yes.
finish it off.
I have to
So,
finish your food.
well, what do you mean by watch? You have to go through the city on
find
this
the three
car.
Looking for
signs.
signs.
Yes.
Right, and it was awesome, and it seemed like a 1 hour loop.
I feel like it's hard to do. Like I have this pie, and I want to look at the pie, but I want to look at the signs.
Yeah,
So
it's like,
where do I-
okay,
got-
where do I
eat.
look?
You got to eat it all. If you don't finish it,
And the first two teams
You get
through
to do
the
it
loop,
again.
Yeah, the first two teams through the loop, they got it off the first time. They got it right. The second set of four
well, that's
and
because
Logan.
Tara knows Italian and was helping Mike and Tara were working together.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it was teamwork.
See, I took teamwork.
But the last
I'm
five
getting the
team-
moral of this whole thing is teamwork.
Teamwork. The last 5 teams had to do a loop twice.
Right.
But it didn't matter because once again the producers ganged them up all on the same ferry boat that night where they went and had
Right,
dinner.
so they
Yeah,
all
isn't that interesting?
evened out, and they
Oh.
spent the night together on the
Winky
ferry.
dink.
Well, if you think about it, the very first season, I don't know if you were
No.
watching that, when it came to the last 3 teams, the one team never made it out of the challenge to have a 3-person race to the end because they got stuck in
Oh,
Alaska.
That's right. I do remember
Oh.
that.
And so ever since then, when it looks like teams are getting spread, it seems they build in these little
Breaks.
let's
Breaks.
gang everyone up.
Now let's
you
get
know,
together
make it
and
even.
stay the
Yeah.
night.
Like-
We'll start tomorrow and then
Well,
5-minute breaks in
So
between.
now the new starting line is even,
Yes.
pretty
yeah.
much.
Well, they give 5 minutes in between.
Yeah.
I think.
But it was very nice looking little ferry that they took across to the Long
with a lot
Island.
of food for people who didn't get to eat.
They would
Yes.
That's what I like, because I felt sorry for the people who were watching. They're eating, and I'm not getting to eat. They get on a plane, now I finally get to eat.
Give the girl some food.
So they went to
Have a pie, Mel.
See?
From Dupar.
they went to Lake Como. What's Lake Como known for?
Yeah. George Clooney and Iman. That's where they live.
We didn't see them in this episode.
No, I
by
did
the way.
not.
I think I saw them in the background.
Yeah, watching with the.
Yes, watching like,
Can I see these realities?
Are those Amazing Race people?
So that's where the detour was. The detour was either make a mold or get a hold.
Yes.
Yes.
So make a mold was you went to this famous castle that was up there.
And you made like paper mache.
Ghost.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
So it was chicken wire and fabric and
Yes,
plaster
okay,
of
sit
Paris
there.
and stuff.
I did that in high school.
That was a time killer one
Yeah,
because you
it
had to
took
sit there.
forever,
You have to
guys.
wait for it to dry. Right?
Yeah.
Wait for it to dry.
Usually it took us a week in high school to do.
I hope it didn't
So-
take that long. And the other one was once again a climbing one, and this played into
Yes.
Couple
Oh,
things.
Happy.
Team
Couple
fun.
things.
Yeah.
Team fun. You found out the girl can climb.
Well, she's a rock.
She's a rock climber.
She's
Yeah.
a rock
she
climbing
was
instructor.
beating Matt.
Right.
I mean Redmond was going right.
No,
Matt
Redmond
was
didn't
going.
go- yeah, Matt.
So she was almost beating Matt.
Yeah.
I mean, he was getting worried. And then we got more drama with Brooke.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Okay, sorry.
The elbow, as I like to say.
It was elbow again. Was it
No,
elbow issue? I
no,
thought
she was just-
she was afraid she couldn't get up there.
Oh,
She was-
Brooke,
that he
Brooke,
wasn't
Brooke.
holding her.
Right.
Where was elbow at this time?
Elbow was done fixed. It's been a week now.
Yeah. It's been. Yeah. She just fell down and she's probably hurt it.
Barely.
I shouldn't say that.
She was
That's
like
being
a
mean.
wee-
I don't want to be mean.
No,
So-
no.
so
She was
he-
like a weeble,
So
But-
here, go ahead.
I
she
just want to be
wobbled.
mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
but she don't fall down.
But the thing was, is leading into these two detours was that's where the double U-turn was.
Right.
Yes.
And all the
Okay,
teams
this is
got
very
together.
important, everybody.
Yes, very important.
All the other teams got together and plotted against Fink and Ashton. So what
Right.
they did, the second team to the road stop.
Because the first team didn't want to be bad guy again
Right.
because Tara and Joey last time did Seth and Olive. So if they did it again, they'd be known as the ones who always
U-turn.
people. They said, we're not going to do it. We'll convince the next people. And so they convinced Liz and Michael to do it.
She's got this.
Awesome. Oh my. Well, I'll see y'all later. So what they did, so Liz and Mike U-turn then, and then the next team in U-turn Liz and Mike, which means it shut off the double U-turn because
Yes.
that
But-
team had already gone through.
Right. So they
But-
shut up, they doubled, they U-turned somebody who was already through.
So it
So
closed off the
it-
U-turn.
It also
Yeah.
ixnayed.
Right.
It
Yeah.
make a difference.
Yeah.
So now the only people doing both tasks was going to be Vankin.
And they're basically.
And I feel like the whole rest of the cast of the show had something against
Right.
Vank too. They all sort
Well,
of.
they talked about
They
it.
talked
They-
about it.
they
They
ganged
said
up.
that they did gang up on purpose. They
But
talked
why? They
They
never
didn't
talked
like it.
about that.
No, they said he didn't fit in with the rest of us.
I know. What does that mean? Doesn't fit
It's-
in.
it's
I
like-
don't like
fit
that.
in. I
It's
don't
like, who
always fit
fits
in.
in?
It's like
you
me-
don't fit in all the time.
I know.
It's like
You
me-
were,
it's
you
like
were in tall
yeah.
flags.
No.
Wrestlerette.
I was restaurant cheerleader and short flag.
What were you
Oh, hi.
in high school? What were you in high school?
I was in the band.
Okay, see, you all
Oh,
don't
see,
fit.
band,
No, none of us
no.
fit in.
Oh yeah,
I
that
guess
was
we
the
fit into
criteria.
our own little weird groups.
If that was if that was a criteria to get a U-turn, I would be U-turn every time.
Yes, you would.
But I seem to think, in previous seasons, you can only U-turn someone once.
Right.
We shouldn't keep
You
U-turning.
could,
them.
could be the person to keep U-turning.
Right,
No,
right.
you could. You, as a team, I think you could be U-turned however many times. But as the ones doing the U-turn, I thought you could only do it once.
Oh, so they can't. So in other words,
You can't be the
Kara and
asshole
Joey
every
can't
time.
keep doing. So they will become bad guys.
Right, but it didn't seem that way this time.
No, it seemed like they
it was
changed the,
free-for-all.
the
Yeah.
rules.
Yes.
But they, I
Did
think
you?
they, I
Let
think
us
they
know.
also said this time there were going to be 3 double U-turns this season.
Yes,
I think
Another
they
one
said.
coming.
They did say
There's
that.
another
I
one
think they
coming.
said that
I hope
episode
so.
1.
I like them because then you can really.
So the
just-
cool thing was, is Matt and Redmond and Becca and Floyd were neck and neck, and they took those fabulous race boats.
Oh, they're beautiful. Or what?
Oh my
God.
It reminds you of the old movies.
They
Of
remind
the,
me of Bond.
That's what I'm thinking. Old movies. I'm thinking old.
Yeah.
like James Bond
James
movies,
Bond
60s movies.
Yeah, what do
Yeah.
they call those kind of movies? They're
Espionage.
spy movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, espionage. Spy.
So,
I'm blonde. I'm sorry.
so they were racing. Matt Redmond was barely ahead of Becca and Floyd,
Yes.
but they were racing across the lake, going to the dock.
Yes.
And what happened is Matt and Redmond's boat driver pulled too far away from the dock, and
But-
and Becca and Floyd pulled right up to
Right,
it.
so they got off their boat real
But
quick.
only thing was stopping him was the chain.
Right.
These guys are good athletes. They could have actually jumped
Yeah.
over the chain and kept on going.
Right.
Sorry.
So Becca
has
and
one
Floyd.
leg.
Yeah.
He's an athlete.
Okay, well,
he
yeah.
is in great shape.
He could like use his upper body to pull himself over a chain easily.
Well, no, it was getting too. Well, anyway.
Anyway.
So it became a foot race.
Yes.
Yeah, and
One
Becca
foot?
and Floyd. Yeah,
Is that
thank
like
you.
you're so funny.
There's no such thing as a feet race. But
that's true.
So Becca and Floyd first to the map.
Yes. And weren't you happy
Yay.
for them?
I was
Team-
very
I
happy.
am
once.
team happy.
Yes.
And of course, the last team was Vank and Ashton.
Yes,
Of course.
and we knew that
It
that
long,
was
It
coming.
was like hours
Yes.
afterwards.
Right.
But we kind of
So,
they got the W turn.
they're
We
gone.
knew it was coming. They're gone.
So, and Lola was the last team to check in.
So
I like Lolo.
I do too.
I mean, they're just nice and
they're gonna catch up.
awfully good
I have a
looking too,
feeling.
both of them.
Because they'll start off all even again, and we'll see who goes next.
so we're
So
about,
who do you want to go? Who do you want to leave?
Who do I want to leave?
Oh, ooh.
Well, let's see. We have. Well, I could do without.
I could do without
Matt and Redmond or
Brooke and Scott.
yeah,
Oh,
Brooke
there
and
we
Scott
go.
for sure.
There
That's
we
what
go.
I was gonna say.
Well, because they're both drama mamas.
Well, you need a little drama on a TV show,
I know, but
and that's what I'm here for.
well, anyway, thanks for watching. We'll be back next week.
Yes.
Oh, but
Oh,
she
thank you for
won't.
joining us.
Anything
Mel.
you want to say before we go?
Yeah. Subscribe to our show.
Please
maybe?
subscribe. Please.
You won't be the 100th subscriber.
No, that's
but-
me.
Yes,
never know.
100, ding, ding. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week and stick around.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching the James and Greg Show.
Hope you liked this episode.
Yes.
If you did, you know what we need you to do?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes.
What do they need you to do?
They need to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
And also, we have other episodes here you might like. We do recaps of The Amazing Race and
and
Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
So, thanks again for watching. We'll see you around. Subscribe.